Hello y'all, in this video I'll be explaining my Dagath DOOMblade build. With Dagath's new augment, Spectral Spirit, with this augment she no longer needs Doom to proc Doom and can instead proc it using weapon attacks and Grave Spirit form. You can also toggle the Grave Spirit form by pressing it, unlike before when you needed to die to proc it. I kept the word sights instead of leaving Doom on so that I could have the slow, and it also happened to work well with the slow duration with my high duration and high strength. I don't need range or efficiency in this build because range does not affect the cavalry, and the efficiency is fixed using Dagath's Hunt and Equilibrium. And you don't even really need Arcane Energize, which I just realized since I changed the build recently. So we'll switch that off to Multi Augmented so that my Grave Spirit can have an even higher Doom critical damage percentage once Multi Augmented is maxed out. I have Catalyzing Shields and Brief Respite so that I can shield gate using my 4 with Augure mods on my Grimroar. My Grimoire is also set up for efficiency because the cavalry ability on Dagath costs a lot of energy, so if you want to spam it at any point, you can use Grimoire to lower its mana cost and spam it. Because of the pretty high strength in this build, you can actually do a lot of damage using her cavalry because of its viral scaling. I'm using the Rakta Dark Dagger because hits on radiated targets restore shields and create overshields for Dagath. My Rakta Dark Dagger build does have a Ribbon mod, but the Ribbon mod only gives it viral, which is completely useless on her, so you should switch it to Corrosive if you can. You should also still have Shocking Touch on, so that you can have electricity on the damage for the Rakta Dark Dagger, so that you can proc Melee Influence. You can simply switch out one of the Smite mods on here into another Elemental mod to create the Corrosive using Cold and Toxin. I'm using the Naramon Focus School so that I can keep my Rakta Dark Dagger's combo up without needing to worry about it. For my companion, I'm using the Nautilus because of its pull. This is my build for it, but you can use whatever one you have for it as well. I'm using the Nautilus with the Hellstrom because of the Hellstrom's AoE capabilities and gas and electricity procs. I also have 3 red Archon shards on the build so that Dagath can have a 99% defense reduction at the start of the mission, however it's not needed because of Multi Augmented. I also have 2 casting speed Archon shards because her animations are quite long using her 4 and word sights. So now we can go to the Simulacrum to test it in a flat ground test before going to Circulus on Lua to test it there in a real battle. I'll be testing on level 170 Corrupted Heavy Gunners. As you can see, the damage is quite high because of melee influence and the faction mods even without using Grave Spirit. So it might be a little difficult to see the difference with Grave Spirit, but it is a nearly 300% critical damage bonus, so you can imagine the damage increase for yourself. The Nautilus's pull also makes you deal a lot more damage because of them being clumped together, and it takes about 18 to 20 kills to fully reset the cooldown on Grave Spirit so you can use it again. During Grave Spirit you're also invulnerable, so you don't have to worry about being damaged, and while you are out of Grave Spirit you can use the 4 to shield the gate or the 1 to slow enemies to survive until you can get the 20 or 18 kills again to reuse Grave Spirit. Of course, the shields and overshields from Rakta Dark Dagger help as well. You can't always count on them, so remember to shield gate. Now going to Circulus on Lua, it is on an Omnia Fisher, so the enemies are level 203 plus instead of 180 plus, so it is a little higher than usual. There really is no rotation to Dagath's abilities. However, you can spam the one as much as you want because of the amazing energy production you get from Equilibrium and like its hunt. All you have to do is remember to use the 4 once your shields break, or you could die. So now we'll fast forward ahead until we can see an Acolyte to test on that as well. This is definitely one of the most mindless builds that I've made. All you have to do is hold E, press 3 sometimes, press 4 sometimes, press 2 if you get turned off by Nullifier, and you'll be good. And of course, spamming 1 is an option, but at some point it kind of feels like a waste of time, so do what you will with that. Finally, an Acolyte spawned, so we can see what it looks like on an Acolyte. I almost forgot to use my 3 there, I forgot it turned off. You can kill Acolytes pretty quickly because of the armor strip from 4. However, if you do want to kill them even faster, you can use another weapon for that as well if you'd like. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed this build or took inspiration from it, and have a good day.